Being station master in Port Grace, a little rail hub in the Upper Barnstable Valley, is not without its challenges. Just ask station master Ted. He's had several challenges in his career, including last October when a beer-triggered German train invasion wreaked havoc on local railway traffic. And that time not long ago when a gaggle of oversized chickens from a secret laboratory up north made their way into the train yard, causing all manner of consternation. And we won't even mention this, which was just silly. All of these challenges were beyond Station Master Ted's immediate control. But on this particular Monday, his various travails were entirely of his own making. The day started like most other days. Outbound freight service and the first commuter bud car of the morning left as they always do. And Station Master Ted nursed a fuzzy dullness of mind accompanied by general nausea and regret, both the result of having rather too much Rowdy Penguin IPA the night before. At around 10:20 a.m., CP 4057, pulling a short train of empty livestock cars, came into the valley and radioed Station Master Ted for directions regarding which track to use. That's when Ted made big mistake number 1.
Oh, goodness, please, not so loud, me boy. Come in any way you please, but make sure you land yourself outside summit that looks suitable for the loading of cows.
The engineer of 4057 acknowledged the message and looked around for said suitable summit. Unfortunately, he chose the passenger platform, because being a city boy, he had a rather low opinion of the country station, which looked to him like it might indeed be more suitable for livestock than humans. So in he went. Vancouver-bound passengers, having themselves imbibed in the powerful Pengy Pale the night before, stepped bleary-eyed into the livestock car, not realizing until too late that something wasn't quite right. Then Station Master Ted, observing the approach of a passenger train coming into the station, made big mistake number 2.
Hold on there, 1701. Can't you see with your own God-given eyeballs that 4057's already on station?
Ted hadn't yet done the math about the livestock train being in the passenger station.
Move your daft diesel hiney over to the south side, just opposite the Tipple Stop Shelter and Lending Library. I'll tell you where to go from there.
The engineer of CN 1701 felt like telling the station master where he could go from there. Being new on the job, she looked around until her God-given eyes landed on the Tipple Stop Shelter, conveniently located opposite a platform with what appeared to be some overweight passengers, with odd two-pronged hats waiting for pickup. In addition to being new on the job, she really needed glasses. So the engineer brought the passenger train around and, as directed, landed beside the Tipple Stop Shelter. And yes, what turned out to be a livestock platform, where handlers, eager to be rid of their bovine charges and go for an early lunch, loaded them onto the coaches without so much as a how'd you do. Station Master Ted, still oblivious to the unfolding disaster, gave the green light for both the passenger train carrying livestock and the livestock train carrying passengers to clear the yard and be on their merry ways. Their ways were not, of course, merry. The humans aboard the livestock cars were not happy with the onboard appointments, and were rightfully terrified when at the end of their journey they were corralled into an abattoir. As for the animals, they were quite perturbed when at the end of their journey they found themselves in the big city, where, in the absence of green pastures, they attempted to graze on the ties of high-powered business people, who, oddly enough, didn't mind that much, because they were kind of cute. Needless to say, when all this came to light in the Port Authority head office, a memo was sent to Station Master Ted. It made clear management's dissatisfaction over the events of that fateful Monday morning. However, this was but one fateful Monday morning in a decades-long career of not-so-fateful Monday mornings, so the words "you're fired" were not used. Many other words were, including some rather colorful ones, and by the end of the missive, Station Master Ted felt suitably chastised, which caused him to seek solace at the end of the day at the Blink and Tipple pub. Less said about what happened the following morning, the better. Suffice to say, however, that any hopes on the part of management that the memo would result in smoother operations were not realized.